Greetings my friends, welcome to the 2023 painting competition video. We just hit 12,000 subscribers and thank you to our channel member Brett who has made this possible. We are going to be giving away 2 awesome prizes. So let's get into how you can enter and what you need to do. So try to make the rules a little bit simpler than they were last year. We had some teething issues and I want to avoid them. So follow this closely if you want to enter, because I really don't want to have to reject anyone's entry or anything like that. So you must pick a Blood Angels character, squad or vehicle. Your requirement must be, we need one picture of the model with a note actually in the photo of the model before it has been started painting. I think I'm okay with it being sprayed and undercoated, but before it has been started painting. And then I need a second picture of the completed model with the note. These 2 photos are only going to be used as proof. They will not be your entries. If these are the only 2 photos you send me, then you won't be included. And also, anyone not providing these won't be included. And I won't be chasing you up for your entry. Like last year we had like nearly 200 entries and some people were upset that they didn't essentially get picked for the final stream where we looked over all the entries. Well, I can't chase up everybody and I have to make we'd still be doing it from last year if I was chasing up everybody. So the rules need to be clear. So this next slide is going to show you exactly what I want. I want a before and an after, and I know these are 2 different models, right? Because I can't before and after the same model, but these need to be the same model. I need the before with your name underneath it like this, not written on the photo. It needs to be in the shot. So your model on a bit of paper with the name, and then next to it the finished model on a bit of paper with the name. I need a before and after, but these are not your entries, right? This is just, you need to submit this or I'm not even going to look at your submission. Because otherwise, how do I prove that you've painted it between this video starting or being released and the date that I give people? So everyone's going to have the same amount of time. It's going to be 6 weeks. I'm going to finalize that and it's going to be in the video description, the exact dates. Right, so your actual submission. This will include 2 photos in the highest resolution you can send them, and you'll be competing against some of the best in our community. So don't do an awesome paint job and have your photos let you down. This happened a few times last year. And also you need to crop your photos, right? Think of it like all my slides, all my weekly videos are on a landscape picture like this, right? Where so basically you want to crop your photos. So if I put them in a PowerPoint, they look good. Google Drive does free PowerPoints, you can make a Google slide. So probably the best thing you can do is take your photos and put them in Google Slide, and if they look shit or if the aspect ratio doesn't work, then you're not going to win. If you want to win, you got to make a good job at this. So what I've done is I've included 2 photos now, so you can see last year's. I have a slide. We're going to talk about taking photos in a second, but here's a good photo, right? There's no white space. It's obviously going to fit nicely into a slide. This is a good photo. Maybe in this one the colors are actually a little bit too washed out, the light is too bright, but the aspect ratio of this photo is good. So I implore you to make sure that your photo, I'm going to take your photo and put it on a slide. Last year I had to crop loads of people's photos. I probably will crop them if you send me them, but let's face it, if I'm cropping hundreds of photos to try and get them into slides so I can actually do the judging, I'm not going to make a good job of cropping them as you take the photo. It's your model. So please crop it so it's good, because I'm going to be doing 100 of them probably, or at least last year I did 100. So I'm not cropping them perfectly. If I crop them and they look bad, I'm just, I'm not coming back to you and say, oh, I've cropped your photo and now it looks bad. You need to fix that. And here's another one that worked really well. So this one's possibly actually a better photo than the last one because areas don't look quite as washed out. His lighting is really on point. You can see all the highlighting and it fits nicely on the slide. And this is what you need to give me. Because this is the sort of quality that you'll be competing against. I don't think this won top 5 last year, but I remember the judges really liked this one. And I like it too. It's a very cool flesh shaders one. And I love his custom storm shields actually. So yeah, we'll go back a couple of slides. So your submission needs to be 2 photos. The highest resolution you can send them, And also think about them being put in a slide like this. You want to crop them so that they fit nicely in the slide. Because if they don't, then you may end up losing just because your photos aren't cropped nicely. No one's going to want to lose because their photos are cropped badly. Photographing your miniatures. Basically, if you're going to photograph your miniatures, you can do it fine with the camera. You need light though, and you need to get the light balance right. You don't want it to be too white, but you do need a lot of light, and you don't want to leave deep shadows in the miniatures. Like, we need a photo like this where we can see all the detail and all edge highlighting. This photo is good, but maybe this one has just a little bit too much light on it. If I was the person taking this photo again, I would pull some of your light sources just a little bit further away from the camera. If you don't, desk lights are good, and this picture here shows 2 desk lights, one either side of the model. That's a good way to do it, because then you don't get any shadows on the model. If you don't have 2 desk lights, use a desk light, borrow someone else in your family smartphone. It shows here cropping the photos. You know, like, crop it so that the detail is clear and it's easy to see. Try from different angles, because every miniature has a golden angle. There'll be one angle it looks better at, so don't just take one photo and be like, that's me. Make sure it's in focus. I mean, that's pretty obvious. And try and set the scene. So it's probably best against a white background, but you can see here this guy had it on a black table on a white background, so it doesn't just have to necessarily be 100% white. If you think it looks good on the table, it's all about making it look good, okay? And I would like nothing more than to not have to reject anyone. I would like everyone to follow the rules and everybody to enter it. And maybe if there is only 1 or 2 people that miss a photo or something, I can email them. But last year it was honestly like 50 or 60 folk. So I don't have time to email 50 or 60 folk. I work on this channel. It is 10 to 11 right now at night, and I have been working since about 8 o'clock on this channel. So I don't have time. I'm sorry. So you need to make sure your photos look good. If you do crop your photos, you're more likely to give yourself a good chance to win. Think of it this way. If I'll be taking your photo and copy and paste it into a PowerPoint on a slide, so if there's a ton of wasted white space, it won't look as impressive as somebody else. The competition is now open, so you have 6 weeks to submit. Now you can just make one submission with the 4 photos, the before and after, and then it's just 2 photos. Some people sent like 6 photos of their miniatures. I'm only accepting 2 this year. So you need to take, that essentially lets you do a front and back, or it just lets you pose your models twice. 2 photos. What happened last year was, like, some people sent 7 photos of their miniatures. So again, that was up to me. I had to pick 2, I had to crop them. I possibly didn't pick the best, and then that means that that person didn't win because I picked the wrong 2 photos. But if we had to look at 7 photos from 150 applicants, we would be here for a week, right? So you're allowed 2 photos, and then you've got your 2 photos to basically enter. Good luck and happy painting. Big shout out to Brett for making this possible and providing the prizes. And basically, rather than try and send boxes of models all over the world, which is what I did in the last one, it's expensive, and also sometimes we don't know if the boxes are ever going to arrive at the person. We'll be doing Games Workshop gift cards. So if you're in the UK, you'll get a $50 gift card. If you're in the US, you'll get a $50 gift card. If you're in another region that doesn't quite work at $50, we'll try and make it similar, okay? So if anyone knows me, you know I'm good for prizes. I'm definitely giving them out, and we'll I think last time I actually asked people to send photos of the completed prizes, and no one did that. So gift cards let people choose the models that they want. It's better that way. If I buy 2 boxes and both winners want box A, then there could, you know, somebody has to get box B. So this way, everyone can just buy what they want. The competition is now open. The date for the final submission will be in this video description because it'll be uploaded a few days after I finish editing it. So take an eye down below in the video description. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody that entered. Big shout out to Brett for making this possible. Thank you for helping me reach 12,000 subscribers. I hope it's awesome. And I really don't want to have to disqualify anyone for not following the rules. I really think the rules are better this year. They're clearer. If you do have a question about the rules, you can put it in the video description and I will answer. And if the rules still aren't clear enough, then that's on me and I'm sorry, and I will try and clear them up even more for 2024. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you ever so much for staying to the end. I have been John. You have been awesome. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.